Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and this is for Saturday, June 20th. I want to look at VTAE and TCON. Look at the similarities and patterns. These are both biotech companies, and they are both, this was reported on, I believe it was Thursday after hours. That they're both presenting at JMP Securities Life Sciences Conference. That's on Tuesday. Typically, companies that present at this life science, and I've heard, I don't know, I'm not a biotech guy, but I have heard of the JMP conferences that they have. So they typically don't report when they've got nothing to say. So both of these stocks are up. You just need to know this. This is out of a volatility squeeze, decent short interest, but I don't really know that this is a short squeeze as much as just speculative buying. I mean, only 250,000 shares traded, but it's generally pretty illiquid. So here's my suggestion. This is a trade and only a trade. It's a little reminiscent of core mining, which I was talking about last week. The hapless wonder who sold the July, not the June, the July $6 calls for 20 cents. That didn't work out real well when the stock went as high as 635. They basically lost their asterisk on this. Now you can say, well, yeah, but now the stock's back down to $6. Okay, that's fine. Tell that to the guy who's down from the money that they took in, which is I think around 300,000, who goes from 300,000 to the good to 300,000 to the bad. That's a swing of about 600,000. Pretty soon you start talking about real money on that. Okay, so by the way, this trade's over. I know some of our members, Stock Market Mentor members, did really well on this because you guys got it. It was a trade. Last thing. Well, there's probably a couple other things that are more so, but the last thing I would want to invest in right now is a silver mining company. Not my deal. If there's like, I don't know, a company that makes ties for those man buns that some of these guys like to wear to look different, maybe that's something that I would least rather invest in than this company. But I'll invest in these squeezes all day long, and that's what you have here. I would say, and again, I'll say it one more time, this is a trade. Full disclosure, I have not looked at the fundamentals here. Don't really care. It's a chart. The high here is 1609. If the stock starts trading above 1609, you take that thing for a ride. And then you keep a fairly tight trailing stop. Look at it intraday. Okay, you can see what happened. Look at it. Let's go even on a 60-minute chart. You can see how this thing popped and is then pulled back right into the close. That is why we'll just go even to a 15-minute chart here. That is why I say, like, don't buy this stock now if it opens here on Monday. Don't buy this stock now, because now you're guessing. Now you are saying, like, yeah, but I know the stock's going to break out. No, you don't. Okay, you might think you do. You might want to. No, you may want the stock to break out, but you don't get to choose. So you wait. If the stock breaks out above 1609, now you've got a trade. If the stock does not break out above 1609, you just had a potential trade that did not give you an entry. TCON, in my view, a better deal, and you know why. This had the big sell-off into the end of the day. This one, not so much. Okay, so TCON, let's look at that. Also, new high, 1330. You want to see this stock start trading above 1330. That's when you buy. And then again, I'll say it, you want to keep a tight stop because, you know, we've seen these patterns before. where the stock does this, and then it does this, moves up, and then quickly reverses, and then the following day does this. It's a fake out. We see them all the time. A squeeze, a breakout, a reversal, and a fake out, and now the stock either stops here and bounces, or it just keeps on going. So the idea is you want to keep a tight stop after the stock breaks out, so that even though you are, quote, chasing the stock, you're chasing it higher, and you're keeping a snug trailing stop on your position. So you should never, in my view, you should never have more than literally 4 or 5% risk on this. That's because it's that kind of trade. You want to get it while it's blasting off, and then at the first sign that it's about to, flame out, you get out. Okay, that's how I would trade TCON and Vita Pharmaceuticals. Okay, members, over to the strategy session. We're covering healthcare as well as some random stocks, some of which are at like really, really good buy points. All right. Okay, I'll see you next time.